What is fantasy football? I'll tell you. I'm not sure. Now, I'm not going to take all the time to explain the ins and outs of fantasy football. I'll leave that for you to learn on your own. Basically, you're in a group of 12 or so people, who will then go in turns and pick their fantasy team for the year, and they will earn points for how well their players actually do in real NFL games. So pretty much there's no loyalty to a team when you play it. Now here's my 2019 fantasy team, if I were to play. But full disclaimer, I've never actually played fantasy football before, so I may not know what I'm doing. But who cares? Let's stick to the list. For quarterback, I have Andrew Luck. Luck is my choice because he had a phenomenal 2018 season. He also had a top 10 quarterback rating. Pat Mahomes will probably not be as good this year. And Baker Mayfield, I think, is a little overhyped. For running back, I have Saquon Barkley. One of the greatest star running backs of this era. He was the ultimate stat machine in 2018. I can't wait to see what he does in 2019. For my number 1 wide receiver spot, I have Michael Thomas. I chose Thomas because he has Drew Brees, an MVP caliber quarterback. That alone will help him. He also has height, speed, and hands like a gecko. And I'm not buying the Odell thing just yet. For my number 2 wide receiver spot, I have Juju Smith-Schuster. I watched a few games that he was in last year, and he was phenomenal. And with Brown leaving for Oakland, that will just give him more targets and bigger stats. Tight end, George Kittle. Being a Seahawks fan, I didn't want to admit it, but he kind of surprised me last year for how well he played. He broke a Niners team record for most receiving yards for a tight end in a game. He also broke Travis Kelce's single season record for receiving yards. And at kicker, I have Harrison Butker. Kickers are so random on how well they'll do. Sometimes you just need to close your eyes and pick a random guy. I guess I could have gone with Seattle's new kicker, Jason Myers. But the season he had last year was abnormal, so I'm taking my chances with this KC kicker. And for team defense, I have the Chicago Bears. Chicago's defense surprised everybody in 2018, coming from the bottom to now ranking in the top 5 defenses. And the additions of Khalil Mack in 2018, and safety HaHa Clinton Dix in 2019, they just got a whole lot better. Baltimore was ranked number 1 in defense last season, but they lost some key starters on that defense. Jacksonville is also falling apart because of issues in the locker room, so I'll have to go with Chicago. I didn't have time to choose my bench players. Maybe I'll do a future movie on them. I guess I could go with the backup quarterback, receiver, and running back. If I had to choose off the top of my head, I guess I could go with Russell Wilson, Alvin Kamara, and Odell Beckham Jr. How did you like my thrown together fantasy football team? Please leave your comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this movie, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any ideas for future movies, leave them in the comment section as well. And last but not least, be sure to subscribe to get more awesome content, and hit that notification bell to get notified. Thanks. I lost some of the footage while editing, so I can change my shirt, start all over. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Oh well.